Marcus makes $74,000 a year. He's not reckless, no designer stuff, no gambling, no crazy trips. But every month, that last week feels like his money just collapses. When we finally laid it out, we saw why. A $700 a month trap. Not one huge splurge, $700 in small monthly payments that all felt normal until we added them up. And the worst part? It doesn't feel like overspending. It feels like adulthood. In the next 15 minutes, I'll show you what the $700 trap actually is, why it hits the middle class the hardest, and the one rule that stops it without turning your life into constant sacrifice. It's Thursday night. Marcus is on the couch, half watching a show, and opens his banking app. Not in a panic, just checking. His paycheck hit last Friday, but as he scrolls, you can see the mood shift. Rent is coming, car payment, insurance, phone, credit card minimum, the gym. Then a charge he forgot about, a no-interest payment plan, quietly caking $42 a month. And he whispers the line nobody likes to say out loud. How is it already this low? There's no obvious villain, no casino, no luxury vacation, just life. A bunch of tiny, reasonable decisions that turned into permanent monthly obligations. So he does the responsible thing. Next month, I'll be tighter, less eating out, fewer random purchases. And maybe that helps a little, but the squeezed feeling never really changes, because what's crushing him isn't the occasional takeout. It's that his life has become a stack of must-pay bills. If you've ever made decent money and still felt broke, you're not crazy. There's a number that predicts that feeling almost perfectly, and most people never calculate it. We'll do it together in a few minutes. But first, you need to see why the $700 trap doesn't look like a mistake while it's happening. Most people blame the broke feeling on little splurges. Coffee, DoorDash, Amazon. Those can matter, but for a lot of middle-class households, they're symptoms. The engine is fixed costs. The bills that get paid whether you had a good month or a bad month. And fixed costs are more dangerous than they look because they don't just take money. They take options. They take flexibility. They take your ability to have a normal month where something goes wrong and you don't have to rearrange everything. When fixed costs are high, your paycheck arrives already half spent, and your nervous system feels that. Even on a good day, you're a little pre-stressed, because your baseline is tight, so you live in a weird contradiction. You're fine on paper, but you never feel safe. The number that predicts that feeling is your fixed cost load. How much of your take-home pay is already spoken for before you even get to live? We'll calculate it, but first let me show you where Marcus's $700 actually came from, because this part is uncomfortably normal. When Marcus finally listed everything monthly, it looked boring. That's what made it scary. His car payment was $430. Not a luxury car, just newer, more reliable, more comfortable. It felt like taking care of himself. That upgrade pushed his insurance up about $90 a month. Car plus extra insurance, $520. His phone plan was $78. The phone itself, financed for $33 a month, which didn't feel like debt because it was only $33. Now we're at $631. Then the invisible layer. 3 streaming services and cloud storage. A couple of $7 to $12 subscriptions he'd forgotten about. Call it $60. A $55 gym membership he kept because canceling felt like admitting defeat. And 2 buy now, pay later plans, about $40 each, that had felt responsible at the time. We're past $700. None of this makes Marcus bad with money. This is what normal looks like right now. That's the trap. It feels like adulthood. A reliable car, a decent phone, some entertainment, a gym so you're trying. If your $700 doesn't look like his, fine. Maybe yours is childcare, student loans, rent that climbed faster than your pay. The structure is the same. Monthly obligations stack until your life is pre-sold. And here's the brutal part. You can slash variable spending all day, But if your fixed cost load is heavy, you'll still feel broke. You'll just feel broke and disciplined. That feeling makes people blame themselves. So let's move the blame where it belongs, the payment mindset.
The middle class gets hit hardest because it lives in a specific zone. You make enough to qualify for payments, but not enough that payments don't matter. You can get approved for the car, the apartment, the phone financing, the "it's only $29 a month" upgrades. Every approval feels like progress, but you didn't really buy the thing. You bought the obligation. And your brain likes obligations when they're framed monthly. $33 a month feels tiny compared to $1,200 today. So you start thinking in payments instead of prices. Monthly thinking is like eating with a tiny spoon. Each bite feels harmless until the bowl is gone. This is why raises don't automatically fix anything. Your income goes up and your brain doesn't say, "Great, more margin." It says, "Great, we can upgrade the baseline." Nicer place, better car, more subscriptions. Your fixed cost load climbs with your income. Same stress, just bigger numbers. The $700 trap simply follows you up the ladder. There is a way to stop the stack from growing, even when your income grows. But to make that rule land, I want you to calculate your fixed cost load first. Okay, quick exercise, no spreadsheet. Take your monthly take-home pay. Now add your non-negotiable monthly obligations, rent or mortgage, car payment, insurance, minimum debt payments, phone, childcare if that's your life, any subscription you'd be genuinely stressed to lose because it's built into your routine. Add them up, divide by your take-home. That's your fixed cost load. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be honest. If that number is high, you're not bad with money, you're running with very low margin. Low margin makes every surprise feel like a threat. Marcus thought he mainly had an income problem. Earning more helps, but the first fix was lowering the treadmill speed, because if the treadmill is too fast, no amount of motivation makes it sustainable. Here's the rule that changed everything for him. You never add a new monthly payment without deciding what monthly payment it replaces. Not "can I afford this payment?" You can afford a lot until the month you can't. The question is, what does this replace? If the answer is nothing, you just raised your baseline, and baseline raises are how people stay trapped, no matter how hard they work. If you're hearing this as, "so I can't have anything nice," that's not it. The goal isn't deprivation. The goal is to stop turning every want into a must-pay. Must-pays create pressure. Pressure creates burnout. So the way out isn't endless cutback. It's unwinding obligations. And obligations mostly come from a few places: housing, transportation, debt, and the swarm, subscriptions, memberships, and only $30 a month financing plans. Those don't all need the same approach. Some are big, slow levers. Some are quick, low-pain wins. Marcus didn't try to fix everything. He changed how he related to those 4 areas. First, he made the invisible visible. He wrote every monthly commitment on one page. That list didn't fix anything by itself, but it proved the money didn't just disappear. It was already claimed. Then he picked one big lever instead of 10 small ones. People burn out trying to optimize everything at once. For Marcus, the big lever was transportation, not because cars are evil, but because the payment plus higher insurance was quietly eating his margin. Cars are emotional, safety, identity, reward, so I'm not telling you what to do. I'm giving you the question he had to sit with. Is this payment buying me freedom or buying me pressure? If it's pressure, it's not really nice. It's a stress subscription. In his case, it was pressure, so he made a plan, not an overnight panic move, for how to lower that cost over time. Refinancing, selling, or downgrading when the timing worked. The goal wasn't punishment, it was margin. Then he tackled the swarm, subscriptions, memberships, buy now, pay later.
This is where you can get quick wins without nuking your life. But don't do a guilt-fueled cancellation spree. Guilt is a terrible financial advisor. Instead, set defaults, one streaming service at a time, one membership you actually use. Anything you're paying for out of shame, like a gym you never go to, isn't discipline. It's a monthly reminder that you're failing. You don't need that. You need systems that make you feel capable. He also separated bills from spending, one account for fixed payments, one for day-to-day. Not to be fancy, just to remove confusion. Confusion is what makes you check your account 3 times a day. Clarity is calming. Any money he freed up, $80 here, $120 there, got a job immediately. Some went to an emergency buffer so surprises stopped becoming crises. Some went to high-interest debt so his monthly life got lighter. Only after the baseline felt calmer did investing start to feel safe, because investing doesn't feel good when you're afraid you'll need the money back next month. So what is the $700 trap really stealing from you? Imagine it's 2 years from now. Same city, same general life, nothing fantasy. But your fixed cost load is lighter. Your paycheck hits and it doesn't feel instantly pre-spent. A surprise bill means shuffling some numbers, not reaching for a credit card. You invest a little every month and leave it alone because you're not yanking it back every time life is annoying. And maybe the biggest change, you're not constantly asking, can I afford this? You're asking, what do I want my life to cost? That's what margin buys you. The $700 trap isn't about $700. It's about living in a way where your future is pre-sold in monthly installments. If you want one simple action today, do this. Open your bank or card statement and write down every monthly payment you're committed to. Don't judge it, don't fix it yet. Just make the baseline visible. Because once you can see your baseline, you can start lowering it one decision at a time without burning out your life to do it. And that's when you stop feeling like you're working hard and getting nowhere. Not because you became stricter, because you stopped letting monthly payments quietly decide your future for you.